Hello, welcome to Anime Mystics. I'm Roman, and tonight I am watching Hinomaru Sumo episode 3. So, last episode, Hinomaru and, Ozeki, were basically having practice in the new, well, I guess it would be considered a dojo. And Ozeki mentions that it's getting close to recruitment time. Basically, when all of the clubs get out and try to recruit new members, of all the new freshmen that come in, or just anybody. And he's not too enthusiastic that anybody is even going to join. Nobody really, at least it doesn't seem like anybody really cares too much about sumo in this school. It's mostly, baseball, soccer, tennis, stuff like that. Which explains why there's only 2 people in the club. But they go anyway. Hinomaru makes this stew that he said was going to be very good, but it ended up being horrible, and nobody wanted it. He gave it to 2 people and said, come check out the sumo club. Here, have some stew. The dude took some of it and then spit it out on him because it was just awful. And then Ozeki tried some of it and did the same thing. And he's like, oh, I thought it was pretty good. And then this other guy shows up. Chihiro. He is a member of the wrestling club. You could tell because he's wearing a luchador mask. And he goes over and he eats some of the stew, and he actually eats all of it. He didn't spit it out. And actually, I think he thought it was pretty good. And he and Hinomaru were talking, and dude tells him, he's part of the wrestling club, and he's not really interested in sumo, so he's not going to join the club or anything like that. But he gives him a ticket to this showing that they're going to have in the gymnasium, in the gym. Gymnasium. See, I can say the word. And he tells Ozeki, the Chihiro came by, had some stew, and he's like, wait, Chihiro? Like from the wrestling club? And basically it tells him that he is, like, basically the best there. In wrestling, judo, basically anything he's tried, because he's trying to be a mixed martial artist. So he's trying all these different sports, combat sports, to build up his skills in just about everything. Boxing, like I said, judo, wrestling. So that when he actually becomes a mixed martial artist, he can be a well-rounded fighter, have many different skills, which is good to have. So they go to the gym to watch the exhibition, and he's fighting a bunch of different people from different clubs. Not like tennis or anything like that, but all the combat sports. And winning. And then Hinomaru goes up to challenge him. And he's got his sumo outfit on. I don't remember the name of it. Takes off all of his stuff. And the guy's telling him, I don't know if we should do it because, the rules for sumo are very different to wrestling. You can't touch the ground. You get knocked out of the ring and you lose. And Hinomaru was really confident and told him, look, I want to do this, so how about I do this based on sumo rules and you go based on wrestling rules. If I touch the ground with anything but the bottoms of my feet, then I lose. If I get knocked out of the ring, then I lose. And if you get put on your back for, a second or a couple seconds, then you lose. um, he finally convinces him, and he agrees to do it. And this one girl, going by what it says here, her name is Reina, and I think she's a student body or student council president. Decides to be the referee. Mainly because she doesn't like Hinomaru. We find out, well, I kind of guessed what it was, but we didn't get confirmation until later. She was, or is, Yuma's sister, and didn't like the fact that he beat Yuma. So she was going to try to embarrass him in this exhibition by having him lose. That is not what happened, though. Chihiro was doing everything he could try to get Hinomaru to the ground, but none of it was working. Nothing he tried would even get him close to the ground. I think there was one that almost got him, maybe two, but Hinomaru was able to slam his feet back down and get, his balance back. And then knocked Chihiro down to the ground. A couple of times, actually. And Hinomaru won. After that, Chihiro said that he was going to join the sumo club, because having that kind of skill where you can stay standing after all of that would be very useful to him as a mixed martial artist. And he's not the only one to join. I think it's a freshman. This really small, skinny kid says he wants to join because he was moved by Hinomaru's performance. Then later on, Yuma joins. He watched the exhibition, and when they get to the club room the next day, he's in there cleaning and asks to join the club. He asks Ozeki, since he was bullying him for all those, I guess, years, however long they've been at the school. Apologized to him and asked if he could join, and Ozeki's like, well, I mean, I can't really turn you away after all that, can I? So he allowed him to join. And then the other two show up. Then this other guy shows up. I do not remember his name, and I do not see him here. But he comes in and says that he wants to join the club, but he does not want to be a fighter. And mentions that right now, as they are, they would not get that far in a tournament. Mainly because they only have two people there who really know what they're doing. But said that with him there, they would be able to get to nationals, or whatever the equivalent is in Japan. I'm pretty sure it's nationals. So he's going to be their coach, trainer, stuff like that. So they've got 4 new people in just one day because of this exhibition match. It actually worked out better for the sumo club than I think it did for the wrestling club, because they lost their best member. And I don't think they gained anybody. They may have, but we didn't see it. But yeah, I'm looking forward to this episode. Let's get into this and see what's going to happen. Alright. So the video is going to be located over here, and the link to the reaction is going to be in the description down below. And we're going to start this episode in 3, 2, 1.